So this is the 2023 Volkswagen Caddy, and it's literally just like the Volkswagen Golf had eaten way too much for Easter, because for me right now this is the first film shoot after the holidays. So that being said, Dan the Romanian is in the house, you're in Romanian forest, and this is the 2023 Volkswagen Caddy that has a very weird door. You can buy a Volkswagen Caddy starting from 27,500 euros. And if you want to completely upgrade it, like with literally everything on it, you will end up paying around 60,000 euros. But over here we have the Dark Label Edition. That means it's basically a Caddy Life with a few other extras on it, about 6,000 euros in extras. VAT included, this comes to 42,000 euros. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure if you can still order the black label. Actually, this is the dark label, because if it would have been the black label, I would have wore a big hat and probably had an umbrella around my finger. But the dark label edition comes with a big ass panoramic sunroof, which is beautiful. You get a hell of a lot of headroom because the upper driver storage space has been removed. You get LED headlights with two different optical blocks between the daylight running lights and the headlights themselves, and a couple more handles on the interior. So yeah, you don't get too much, but at the same time this is a very correct vehicle configured this way. And the first thing you notice when you open the trunk is that, first of all, it's manual. And not only that it's manual, but also you have a lot of headroom when underneath it. This is basically the perfect spot to go camping. And the trunk itself is 1200 liters, and if you put down the rear seats, it goes all the way up to 2500 liters, which is a lot of trunk space. And at the same time, you notice that it's very tall in here. Like, nobody is gonna ever sit like this in a car, but it's nice to know that you actually can. Besides that, you have a hidden compartment over here for the air compressor, run flat kit or whatever you call it. You have another hidden compartment here, but this one is open. That's for the fire extinguisher, and it actually has a small hidden space inside it for this not to go all over the place. But this is detachable, so if you don't want to use this as a trunk space and you want to put something big from there to here, you can always remove this. This is a nice touch. And on this other side, you have a 12-volt socket, a tiny light, and 1, 2, 3 bag hangers for whenever you go shopping. And other than that, just a simple trunk space. So let's see how it is when you put everything down. What I do not like though is that you cannot use this hinge to close the trunk, because I'm actually pulling very hard and it continues to open. So whatever you do, you have to put your hands here, slam it, Emmanuel. So now I'm gonna present the exterior to you guys. We can see the LEDs over here. They are beautiful. They have a very nice ornaments around here and also over here. And if you use your blinkers, this whole thing turns into orange. So we have this satin plastic bit that continues the front end of the car between the headlights. We have some interesting shapes around here, and at the same time all over this place, from the front end to the car to the back end of the car, you have this Now down below we have a beehive shape like the ID Buzz, only this one is completely black, it's not two-tone. If we put the camera up, you can see how big the panoramic roof is, and trust me, from the interior it's absolutely amazing. Over here we have the diesel and the AdBlue reservoirs, and this door, when you open it, as I showed you in the intro, it just automatically closes, so you have to be very careful how you open it and you have to hold it in place. But something interesting, when this is unlocked, this locks. When you close the door, this unlocks, and this is locked now. See, that's actually smart thinking. And if we come here on the back, we can see the tail lights that are absolutely wonderful. They're very high quality. You can see there's no flicker from the phone right now. And at the same time, you have the tiniest blinker light and the tiniest reverse light. Also, wheels, 17 inches on this model. You can get them from 16 all the way up to 18, but that kind of beats the purpose. And you can see that on the side and here in the back you have a sticker that says dark label on it, and it basically just helps with the shape of the car, because I must admit this is not a bad car whatsoever. And now it is time to show you what's in the back. So first of all, you have a few hinges. You pull this hinge, this lowers. You have another red hinge over here. You pull this and the seat goes like this. Also, you have a couple more clips over here that have green and red stickers on them. I will show you in a minute. And you have one handle down, one handle here, and you go take this seat and just sell it. And after you realize that nobody wants to buy this seat because it's only one, not the whole thing, you come back, put it in place. It's actually very easy to put in place. Pull this hinge back down. Now pull this other hinge, because the seats have 3 hinges each. And now you see that the upper side of the seat is adjustable, and you have 7 adjustments on it, so you can stay in the utmost comfort while driving. And if you come in the back, the passenger seat is in the exact position as the driver's seat, so there's no big difference. You have a swiveling table like most of the buses do, with a cup holder and just a place for your laptop. 2 USB-Cs, vents over here, but they are not adjustable. You can just, I don't think you can even turn them on and off. I think you have to do it from the climate control in the front. A couple of coat hangers, and literally this is it. There's nothing else here. No handles, no nothing, just touchscreen LEDs for reading. And one last thing, if you go in the middle, the center tunnel is actually tiny, and this is a full seat, so you can sit as comfortable as on the left and on the right. So 5 people in this car on the long road trip, no issues whatsoever. And I bet that the 7-seater is as big as it gets as well. Oh, and 2 more tiny pockets. And if you close the door, this is where it gets interesting. So you have a big door pocket, very big door pocket, for 1 can, 1 bottle, another big storage space over here, and you have 2 handles. You can either sit with your hand like this, or you can sit with your hand like this, depending how tall and how comfortable you are. And I almost forgot to talk about the materials. So the materials in the back, I'm actually not going to do the talking. I think that's it enough. Another pretty nice and interesting aspect, look at the door hinge. This is where the door locks, and it looks like the circuits from the iPhone charger. That's actually a pretty cute detail. And now it is time to drive the Caddy, and I think all of my camera equipment has just gone berserk in the back. So, no rear view camera, that is an option, but at the same time you do have parking sensors back and front. And what can I say about the Caddy? The first thing you notice is how spacious it is. It's way more spacious than it actually is, because if you look at it from the exterior, it just looks like a Golf, like width. So yeah, it's as wide as a Golf. But on the inside, I don't know what kind of sorcery they've done. Probably the door panels are very thin, or because of this very long dashboard, it feels humongous over here. That's what she said. Also, all of the goddamn headroom in the world. You can fit another human between me and the sunroof of the car. And driving wise, you have drive, and you also have a sports mode for the gearbox, and that's about it. No driving modes because this is a van. But I can say one thing, it's surprisingly nimble and agile. It does not feel like a big car, it does not feel like a tall car. You do have pedals, yes. And if you attack a corner, the systems kick in and they do not let you understeer one bit. They just keep you on track and that's it. They just keep you on track. The systems of this car are comparable to Volvo systems because those are definitely the best in the industry. But they have like an anti-stupid mode that don't let you understeer into the forest or whatever. Visibility is beautiful. So the windshield is very big. You have the tiny windows over here on the side. The side windows are very tall, and at the same time the mirrors are humongous as well. I only at the BMW X7 or my Land Rover, those are the only side mirrors that are bigger from what I've met so far. And yes, I did forget to talk about engines when I was outside, and therefore I'm just gonna do this while driving. So you have two engines that you can choose from. The petrol, that's a 1.5 114 horsepower petrol engine, the TSI, or you have three options for the diesel engine. You have a 75 horsepower diesel engine, a 102 horsepower diesel engine, and this one, the 122 TDI, that's so 122 horsepower, 350 Newton meters of torque. They declared 0 to 60 in about 10.5 seconds, and the top speed is 187. The engine is the same one as you get on the Golf, and the Golf has, I think, 150 or 170 horsepower, something like that. So yes, with the stage 1 you can take this engine to that power and then it's gonna feel even better. It's definitely not underpowered, and at the same time you feel the torque. So it's not gonna disappoint you one bit because you feel the torque all the time. And it started raining, so that's gonna affect the 0 to 60 time that we're gonna do in 1 minute because we're almost there. And also the braking time, but I've just recorded them before and I will tell you the previous scores as well. So you put the cart in sport. We found a dry area over here. Blinkers on. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the systems kick in. Come on, come on, come on! Diesel power, 60. And okay, the braking is very aggressive. And now let's just move over here so we can see the results. So 0 to 60, 11.4, and the previous one was 11.3, so the same. 60 to 0, that's 3.2 seconds and 45 meter distance. So that's actually decent, especially if you think about the fact that we have winter tires on. So from this point of view, absolutely nothing to complain about. What I do not understand is why does the start and stop kick in when I am in sports mode? That's something that should not happen. So let's just think a little bit about the people that buy the Caddy. So it's either somebody with a big family that needs a lot of storage space, either somebody who goes overlanding, or it's simply someone who transports people or products. The Caddy is not elegant. It's not luxurious in any way, but this bit over here seems premium, so that's a good thing. And the materials, they're not the scratchy plastic that you see on any vehicle whatsoever. This is actually something that I've seen on the ID Buzz, which is a different type of plastic that is very nice to touch. That's a very, very big plus, because even though they went with cost cutting material wise, they still did something to it to make it look better. The good part is that it's gonna be stupidly easy to clean. So that's very important. This is very easy to clean. Everything is very easy to clean. The only soft spots of the car are the armrests, both on the door and on the center console. Other than that, everything is just pretty tough plastic. And driving wise, I actually enjoy it more than I expected. So the visibility is humongous. That's the first thing that comes to mind. You don't have issues whatsoever. You see everything in the back, everything in the side. The A-pillars are very thin. That's definitely not something to complain about. And I don't know how, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to explain this, but the car simply makes me feel good. The seats are beautiful, they're adjustable. So this is adjustable, and the height is adjustable, and you can adjust the lumbar support. That's the only thing that's electronically adjustable. And even the front part of the seat, you can lift it up. So from this point of view, amazing. You have all of the space in the world for anything. It's not a car that you find stuff to complain about. So that's something to keep in mind. If you buy this Volkswagen, it's just an honest minivan, and that's it. Nothing you can find here that is annoying, nothing you can find here on the inside at least that you wanna say, I would have preferred this to be different. This is not the case. I forgot to talk to you about fuel economy, and because it's a 2-liter diesel engine, the economy is all of it. In about 100 kilometers, it lost just 10 kilometers in range. In my opinion, it's gonna take around 6.5 in town and about 5.5 outside of town. So yes, the car is surprisingly economical, and what I have in the past 100 kilometers is a 7.5 liter per 100 kilometer, and I've done that in the testing regime, so both with driving slow and also driving a little bit more aggressive to test it on serpent roads and stuff like that. The only thing I did not do with this car is just carry a lot of stuff with it. Other than that, I've done it all. And now I have just one more thing to say. Back to the forest. Yes, the Volkswagen Caddy has a 3-year warranty up to 200,000 kilometers, and a few other thingy-majigs. For example, you get a 12-year warranty in case the car starts to rust, but only from the inside to the outside, not the other way around. That's pretty interesting, but it's good that you have it. And you also have a 3-year warranty for the paint job. And safety-wise, yes, 5 stars at the Euro NCAP tests. So that's 82% protection for adults. No, 84 for adults, 82 for children, 69% for pedestrians, and 79% for the safety features of the car. And that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and please a like and a subscribe. That would be amazing, because that's the only reason that I do these videos, to grow a brand new community with you, starting with you. And until next time, drive safe.